my mat down. 200, no, thank goodness it's not 200. It's 357 YouTube Live yoga routine. Let's see, my mat's good. My mat is good. Number 357 YouTube Live yoga routine. I have today 7, 8, 9, 10, plus 5, 9. 9 more to go, including today's. So, this morning, I was reading something from Yoga Journal. If I can get my phone to work, make sure it's the Yoga Journal. Yeah, dotcomYOGA.com. Plum Perfect, the physics plus power of balancing poses. Now, this article explains how to balance physically. And this is a part of yoga, but it doesn't get to the depth of yoga. So, this is the part I want to focus on. The article states, after explaining balance and so on and so forth, there's no faking it. The instant we lose focus, we fall over. Physically, that is true. When you're focused and you're on a focus point, or you're focusing on your breathing, it allows you to balance. You can balance easier. And once you lose that focus, you fall over. Usually, I'm not focusing and I'm not falling over. But there's a depth here that the article misses in regards to understanding the yoga philosophy and how it works. It's not wrong. It's just not going to the depth, which is fine. This is the way most people think of yoga, physical balance. But in yogic philosophy, when you stop being one, you fall over. So when you're in a balance pose, a physical pose, include the focus, like the article says, but then you tap into this oneness that allows you to balance, this enlightenment that you realize you are one with everything. And when you're in this experience of being one with everything, you are balanced. Not balanced, but you are, capital B, balanced. You are yoga. And what happens is when you're in a pose, and you're wobbling maybe, you may think, man, I don't have balance. But see the bigger picture. Your balance when you are wobbling, when you have to put your foot down and bring it up, put your foot down and bring it up. Let go of judgment. Let go of trying to be somewhere. Let go of trying to physically balance. That's a very surface way of understanding yoga. Nothing wrong with it. I'm just going to a deeper level of yoga. So if your foot's here and you're touching the wall because you need to physically stay balanced in this physical understanding, then touch the wall. Bring your foot down. Do this. But realize when you're doing that, acceptance, that's where you are. And when you accept, that's that little keyhole, acceptance, and you go, boom, you tap into the realization, the enlightenment that you are balanced. Even when you think you physically are not balanced or someone sees you not physically balancing. Nope, they're not with you in that experience of you knowing that you're one with everything. And when you're one with everything and you're in this experience, you are balanced. That's where letting go of judgment has to happen. Letting go of trying to be somewhere. Letting go of trying to be physically balanced. You're going beyond that. And you tap into acceptance. So, real quick, or quickly, you're balanced because everything else is balanced with you. It's difficult to explain because once you use words to explain the experience, it goes away. It's an experience. It's an experience. Capital E experience. But I'll try anyways. When you're in this one of all existence, let's say this is all existence. Of course, technically outside of all existence would still be all existence. But let's just say this is all existence. If you're in here, you're my phone, and you're wobbling back and forth, everything else is going with it. So technically, you're not wobbling. You're only wobbling when you think you are the phone. Well, when you think you are an individual separate from all existence. When you realize you're not separate from all existence, you are balanced. That existence is all one is balance. And it goes like this. But when you go like that, everything works with it. And I explain it with the example of driving in a car. Inside the car is all existence. When you throw that ball up in the air while driving, the ball doesn't, here's the car, the ball doesn't go up and then go to the back of the car. No, it stays with the movement. And that's not a great way to explain it, but it's the best way I can explain it because it's an experience. So you're one with all existence. And that's where balance happens. And it's an experience. So, talking about balance, we're not going to do a standing balance pose. We'll do the mountain pose because we have to do the sun salutations, but this is how far I want you to remove yourself from thinking this is balancing and get beyond that. So we're going to begin in the sitting pose. We're going to continue the same routine that we've been doing for the last 5 days, and we'll probably stick with this until the very end. I finish in the 1st, June, and I'll move on to something else and keep that going as well. What? I don't know. So we'll begin in mountain pose. We're going to begin in sitting pose, easy pose. Meditate in that pose for 5 minutes. And the reason I want to do that is because I want to separate balancing while standing or doing the tree or the king dance or whatever. Is that's not balance. Balance is in the sitting pose, in the corpse pose. As you walk down the street, as you walk your dog, you're one with everything. Even that movement, you're balanced. How can you be balanced when you're moving? Because you find that line of balance in the body. And then when you realize you're one with everything, you're balanced, man. No matter if you think, hey, I'm not balanced. Nope, you're balanced. Realize you're balanced, even when you think you're not balanced physically. It's beyond physical. It's beyond mental. It's beyond these words. It's an experience. So we'll move into easy poses. Then we'll stand up. And as we stand, that transition from the sitting pose to the mountain pose is still yoga. Doesn't look like yoga. But when you're standing up, like talking, as I'm moving, this is all yoga. If you're washing the dishes, if your mind and body's connecting to that activity, you're doing yoga. Then we'll do the 2 sun salutations and then boop, done. All right. So now the easy pose. Oh, I almost dropped the pillow. So the easy pose is the modification of the lotus. So you do the lotus, you do the lotus. But it's very important to have the easy pose feel easy, be stable. That means if you need to kick a leg out, because your knee hurts, kick that leg out. If you need to lean back, lean back. If you need to go against the wall, go against the wall. Get comfortable. And during it, if your back starts getting fatigued or something starts aching, move. Just adjust. Stay in the present moment and adjust. It's okay. So if you get an itch, say on your face, itch it. Now, when I was taught yoga a long time ago, the common thing was if you feel itch, don't itch it, because it's your mind telling your body to move. And I used to think, yeah, that's true. It's my mind telling my body to move. And I'm like, oh man, I got an itch. I got an itch. Should I itch it? Should I not? Actually, no. 4 minutes would go by. And I'm worried about my itch on my face. So go ahead and scratch it. It's called scratching, not itching. And then what'll happen is, for maybe a minute, you might think about other things. You may think about, man, I can't wait till this is over. Or man, should have fought with my wife last night. Well, I didn't fight with her last night. We do fight. I'm not saying we don't fight. Or you may think about work or school or whatever. And you won't even realize you've been thinking about that. Just for a minute, and then you'll realize, hey, I watch myself breathe. And then just simply bring focus back to the breathing. Don't judge it. It's part of the process. You're training your mind on the mat. It's okay. It's part of the process. You want to shorten those times. You do it for a minute. And one time you might do it for 30 seconds, and you shorten it up. And then one time you might go 30 seconds for a while, and then you might go 2 minutes. It doesn't matter. Just bring it back. It's about the training of the mind. So you're just going to watch yourself breathe. 2 good ways to do it is you focus on the belly. When you inhale, belly expands. When you exhale, the belly goes in. You're just going to watch that. It's a natural breath. You're not going to control it. And you're not going to try not to control it. Once you try, that's not yoga. Trying is effort. No, let's just let go and watch it. And what'll happen is you'll realize, hey, or you'll think, am I watching it? Am I controlling it? And you'll get in that spot right between controlling it and not controlling it. And then you'll wonder, even if you're controlling it. All part of the process. And sometimes you might get a glimpse of watching it. And then you might sit for 5 minutes and not watch it at all. It's all good. It's all part of the process. Or bring your focus to the tip of the nose. Watch your air go in. Watch the air go out. In and out. Just watch it. Okay, 5 minutes. Get my stopwatch. Clock. Timer, not stopwatch. That was a stopwatch. 5 minutes. Are you still watching yourself breathe? You're going to tilt the head to the right ears to the right shoulder, back stays straight, left shoulder's down, so the shoulders are level. You're still just watching yourself breathe. That heightens your awareness. 100% focus on the breathing. You'll feel what's being stretched. So you become aware of the stretch on the left side of the neck. Center, tilt the head to the left ears to the left shoulder, right shoulder's down, back is straight, shoulders are level, focusing on the breathing, 100% on the breathing. That focus point will heighten your awareness. It'll let you feel what's happening in the body. It'll let you feel the stretch in the right side of the neck. It'll let you feel maybe tension in the lower back. Whatever. Just focus on the breathing. Bring the head to center. Then tilt the head back. Back and straight. And you're reaching up. So you're not drawing the head back. You're just reaching up, bringing the chin to the ceiling. Bring the chin down to the chest, back and straight. Just watch yourself breathe. Bring the head to center. Neck rolls, drop the head to the right, down and around. When the head goes down and around, exhaling. As the head goes up and back, you're inhaling. You're focusing on the breathing. 100% focus on the breathing. You're letting the movement link with the breathing. And the head goes to the top. You're going to reverse exhale as you go down and around. Inhale as you go up. 100% focus on the breathing. That heightens your awareness as you feel what's being stretched. Lets this movement become a form of a moving meditation. And when the head goes to the top, bring yourself to center. Your shoulders shrug, shoulders to the ears, back, down, around. When the shoulders go up, you're inhaling. And as the shoulders go back and down, you're exhaling. Again, link the movement with the breathing. Becoming one with the movement. So the mind and body dissolve into the balance that you're feeling as you move. And when the shoulders go to the ears, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down. Inhale as you go up. Again, focus 100% on the breathing. And then when the shoulders go to the ears, bring yourself to center. And then trunk rotations. Dropping down to the right, down and around. As you go down and around, the back is straight and you're reaching out and you're exhaling slowly. And as you're coming up, that's when you're inhaling. Link the movement with the breathing. Become one with the movement. Focusing on the breathing. That heightens your awareness, makes you feel what's happening in the body, makes this movement become a moving meditation. And then when the trunk goes to the top, bring yourself to center. And then reverse. Exhale as you go down and around, back is straight, you're reaching out. And then when you're coming up, you're inhaling. Link the movement with the breathing. Focus 100% on the breathing. The trunk goes to the top, brings it on the center. Then half spinal twist. Left hand's on the right knee, right arm goes up. Think of the spine, pull yourself straight up, then you twist, palm goes forward on the back, arm is straight, it's against the back. Head is twisting and focusing on the breathing. Make sure the head is twisting. And in this pose, when you're inhaling and exhaling, the belly expands when you inhale. So it pushes you out of the pose slightly. Let yourself be pushed out. When you exhale, the belly goes in. So go back into the pose. It's a subtle movement. You're aware of that movement because you're focused on the breathing. Make sure the head is twisting. And then release, back to center. Then the other side. Right hand's on the left knee, left arm goes up, pull yourself up, think of the spine, pull yourself straight up. Then you twist, palm goes to the floor, it's on the back. Arm is straight and it's against the back. And make sure the head is twisting. And you're focused 100% on the breathing. Again, when you inhale, the belly swells with air. It pushes you out of the pose slightly. When you exhale, you go back into the pose. It's a subtle movement. Let the movement happen. You're aware of the movement, but you're focused on the breathing. And make sure the head is twisting. Then go ahead and release, back to center. Now, we're going to stand up and go to the mountain pose. So even as you stand, you're staying in the present moment, focusing on the breathing. Go ahead, stand up. Go in the mountain pose. So the mountain pose, you're at the front of the mat. Feet are shoulder width apart. Toes go up. Spread the toes as wide as you can. Then each toe touches the floor one at a time. Knees are bent, hips are tilted, arms are relaxed, shoulders are relaxed. And in the mountain pose, you're lengthening up. So think of the skeleton, pull it up, and then let the bones of the skeleton stand as if you were just your skeleton. You're becoming that balance. So you're finding the balance that threads through the skeleton. And then you're going to let that balance transfer to the mind, and then let the mind and body dissolve into balance. You're becoming capital B balance. Now with the sun salutations, you're going to keep that line of balance as you move through them. So that means when you're going into a pose, say an open pose, you're not going as far as the body will take you. You're going where the balance is. Staying in the line of balance, with the line of balance. Then the counter pose to an open pose is the closing pose. Same thing. Don't go as far as you can. You go as far as the balance allows you. Once you lose that balance, you're going to adjust to make sure you keep the line of balance. So open pose, you're inhaling slowly. Closing pose, you exhale slowly. Don't worry about how to do the poses. I'm going to lead you through them. So we're going to do 2 sun salutations, palms together, thumbs to the heart center. Keep the line of balance. Push the arms out, up and back. Inhale as much as you can. Going into the pose as much as you feel like you should. And then exhale. As you exhale, you hinge forward from the lower back, reaching out. Palms go to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. Pull yourself in and down, foreheads to the knees, get all there out slowly. Then left leg is back into a low lunge. And you're inhaling with the low lunge. Top of the foot to the floor and the back, knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward diagonally, back's arching, inhaling slowly. Make sure the front knee is not over the toes. And then downward dog, exhaling. Get all there out slowly. Arms are straight, legs are straight. Really push into the pose. And then inhale. When you inhale, you're dropping down to the knees and the chest, and you slide up. Tops of the feet are to the floor, palms are to the floor. Inhaling slowly. Modify the poses how you have to. And then exhale. Back to downward dog. Arms are straight, legs are straight. Tailbones to the ceiling, the heels are towards the floor. Get all there out slowly. No tension in the neck so the head dangles. And then left foot is up between the hands. And you're inhaling with a low lunge. Top the foot to the floor, back knees to the floor, hips are square, pushing forward diagonally, back is arching, head is up. Make sure the front knee is not over the toes. And then exhale, standing forward bend, pull yourself in and down, so palms to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs, get all the air out slowly. And palms together, reach out, up and back, inhale. And then turn the palms out. Push the air down and out. Palms together. And again, inhale as much as you can, going into the pose as much as you feel like you should. And then exhale, hinge forward from the lower back, reaching out. Palms to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs, foreheads to the knees, get all the air out slowly. And then low lunge. You're inhaling in the low lunge. Top of the foot to the floor in the back, knees to the floor, hips are square, back is arching. And then exhale. Downward dog. Arms are straight, legs are straight. Really push into the pose. Get all the air out slowly. Then slide into the upper dog. Dropping down to the knees and the chest. You slide up. Inhaling slowly. And then exhale. Back to downward dog. Arms are straight, legs are straight. Then left foot is up between the hands into a low lunge. You're inhaling. And back foot, with the back foot, top of the foot to the floor, knees to the floor, hips are square, back's arching, and then standing forward bend. Exhale, get all the air out. Then palms together, reach out, up and back. Inhale, and then turn the palms out. Push the air down and out, palms together, thumbs to the heart center. And then you're going to go to mountain pose. Mountain pose, feet are shoulder width apart. Toes go up, spread the toes as wide as you can. Each toe touches the floor one at a time. Knees are bent, hips are tilted, arms relax, shoulders relax. And just watch yourself breathe. So you're going to find that balance where the skeleton stands. Then you're going to let that balance transfer to the mind. And then you're going to become that balance because the mind and body dissolve into and as balance. Letting go and just become the balance. So focus on the breathing. We're just going to stay here a little bit longer. And then palms together, thumbs to the heart center. That's it. That is number 357 YouTube Live Yoga Routine. So I will see you tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. Arizona time, Mountain Standard Time. Namaste. Peace out.